Welcome to our Pablo Picasso guitar. Today we're going to be starting to make the sculpture and the base part of our guitar. Next week you're going to start to decorate and do some sculpture details that are 3D and popping out at you. Let's get started. You're each going to start with a cardboard base to give some sturdiness to your guitar. So what you need to do is figure out the shape of the guitar, and this can be done so quickly. I'm going to just use a pencil, right, and make sure that you're using almost the whole piece of cardboard. So you could just make yours a classic guitar. You could make it kind of look like an electric guitar. I am not the biggest musician, so maybe you have some more ideas about the shape of the guitar that you would like. But otherwise, keep it simple because you do need to cut this out. When you're cutting, really make sure that you're using the heavy duty scissors, that your thumb goes in the top hole, fingers in the bottom, and that you want to cut off some little pieces at a time. Now, these pieces should not go on the floor of your classroom. They should go in the garbage. So make sure you're keeping them in a nice pile for yourself because you're going to be the ones to clean this up. Now, as I get to longer stretches of the cardboard, it's going to start to bend. So I might cut off little pieces as I go to make things easier on myself. If your cardboard starts to bend a little bit, it's really okay. This is, again, just to add some sturdiness to the sculpture part of the guitar. And this is the only cardboard that you're going to have to cut. So take your time and use your finger muscles, right? It's going to take a little bit to get the scissors to work. Make sure you are cutting carefully as these are really heavy-duty scissors. I trust you to be responsible. So I'm going to take a break for 1 second and go recycle my little scraps of paper. Now that I'm back, I have picked out some really cool paper to use for my guitar. You are allowed 2 pieces of this kind of interesting looking paper. You're welcome to share paper at your table, but you can really only pick 2 to have for your artwork. I'm going to choose this really cool, almost like a wallpaper looking one for mine. And the way I'm going to know that it's going to fit on my guitar is that I'm going to trace it. So I'm going to line it up on the very corner of the paper, so I don't want to waste this other side. I'm going to line it up all the way, trace it out. Let's see. And then I can cut this out and glue it onto the front of my artwork. Make sure you can see the lines. If you can't probably right now, but if you need to, you can go grab a Sharpie marker. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to cut this out. As I cut this out, I actually made a little bit of a mistake that I wanted to show you. I made my paper the tiniest bit too small to cover my cardboard. Instead of freaking out and getting upset, all I'm going to do now is just trim my cardboard a little bit more. So you should hopefully learn from Ms. Sarnowski's mistake. If you would like, make your paper a little larger so you don't end up doing the same thing that I did. Then once I am ready, I can appropriately cover the cardboard, right, with a glue stick, get all the edges, and then stick this carefully on top. Okay. All right, so you're going to start to build your pieces like this, covering them in cardboard, covering them in interesting colored paper, right? If you need to, you can use some squeeze bottle glue. Right, make sure this needs a little bit of a uncapping since I haven't used it in a while. Right, I'm going to put a little bit of glue there and put some of my cardboard for the top part of the guitar. I could, again, use the scrap paper that I just used to cover this. Maybe that you're going to use a different colored paper. Again, this is just the strategy that you're going to use for your artwork. It is a problem-solving project. If something doesn't work, try again. Be thoughtful in your art-making decisions. The last piece of cardboard you're going to put on top is a smaller piece. Now, you might not choose to do it in this order. You might choose to cover it first, right? But I wanted to give you an idea of the full assembly of your guitar. Again, make sure you're throwing out your scrap paper, that you can save your extra really cool paper, but you're also welcome to use other colors. Let's get started today. I can't wait to see how they turn out.